Welcome to the Blockchain Island. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please give a warm welcome to the Prime Minister of this Blockchain Island, the Honourable Joseph Muscat, Prime Minister of Malta.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all, and thank you for being here with us at this very important gathering, which will discuss the lightning pace of change that is revolutionizing the world as we know it today. Welcome to a country that is trying to move at a very fast pace when compared to our peers. Since even the nimblest and most efficient of states cannot keep up with evolving technology and the speed of this fourth industrial revolution that is changing life as we know it, we're trying to do our best to be at the forefront. As we witness these changes happening around us, as a government, we could have taken two roads. Either to sit back and let the big waves of change settle down with the hope that it does as little damage as possible to us, or else prepare for it, building necessary breakwaters, canals, and making good use of the force of nature that this new technology is proving to be. I believe that nothing happens by coincidence. Certain factors fall into place at the right time, true. Yet, when opportunities come by, you need the right people and the surgical coolness to take quick, sometimes risky decisions, not to let ships sail. That is what happened with blockchain in Malta. The seed landed on very fertile soil. And as a government, we saw the opportunity to start watering carefully the seed to make sure that it grows in an organic way, yet building the blocks around it to make sure that when time is ripe, we start bearing fruit. We prepared the soil with the right ingredients to allow that the seeds bud. We took decisions. And that is essentially why I believe that we have become the center of such an important discussion on new technologies. For those of you who are in Malta for the first time, let me give you some background on our country before delving into the reason why we are here today. This week we presented our annual budget plan for 2019. Our economy has grown by an average of almost 6% every year since 2014. 3 times the average growth rate experienced by our EU peers. Our GDP growth is the largest of any EU member state right now. We are now experiencing for the first time ever a situation where we have virtually full employment. We are giving free healthcare to all our citizens. Schools are free, and we give each and every child from the age of 8 a tablet to use in class for educational purposes. This might surprise you, but we even pay our upper secondary and university students to study. In the past 4 years, we have also introduced universal free childcare for working mothers and fathers, a first worldwide. We keep increasing pensions year on year for our elderly and give opportunities to persons who suffer from disabilities. Despite this picture, I still believe that there is a sea of opportunity for us, and that this is the land of opportunity for blockchain. It is because we are in a good place that we can come here and discuss the present with you. Some may call it the future, but I prefer calling it the present. Let's be frank, the debates we have ahead of us are huge, sometimes too abstract to understand because we are pushing our limits to imagine the unimaginable. Where can blockchain take us? The most known form of use for this technology remains the emergence of cryptocurrencies. Whether these will lead to less dependency on the banknote as we know it is something still difficult to predict, even though I went on record saying it's the future of money. But it has led to an important conversation on how we can change the way we trade internationally. There are big ethical and moral questions about cryptocurrencies, and how we can physically buy things through a number of binary combinations over a ledger. This is leading the world to rethink, at the least discuss, new ways on how we can move from the conservative institutions that govern us and govern the world right now, and do not want to rock the boat. And I find it fascinating that we're having this conversation at the time when politics is surrounded by people who want to build walls. Yet again, we are discussing a technology that tears down these walls. Here in Malta, we can have these discussions already. We put all cards on the table and asked ourselves whether we should simply look the other way or open up and let the markets take over. Or else, as governments, should we see how to harness the potential by applying the rules of the game? We went for the last option, and we are telling everyone that we are open for business, but within parameters we designed with all stakeholders. We now have the playing field designed with touch lines, goal lines, goalposts, and flags. We are now inviting people to come and play in our field. I mentioned cryptocurrencies as the foremost example of blockchain. Yet, the application of this technology, as we have discovered ourselves as a government, are truly unlimited. From healthcare to banks, from NGOs to the environment to financial services. The sky is the limit as long as the rules of the game are observed. That is why we have gained our reputation as the blockchain island. Our vision is to see the sector grow both in volume, but more so in finding new ways on how technology can improve the lives of people. Are we done yet? Of course we're not. And what's next? That is the question we ask ourselves each and every day in our offices. Like every company, we can only find opportunities if we are out there on the lookout. That is the question I'm sure this conference will be asking. It is exactly because we are humans that we ask this question. True, Sophia will be addressing the blockchain summit. Will there be a time when humans will be invited to speak at a conference organized by robots then? Will we ourselves be building machines which will lead to our own extinction? I believe that we are more intelligent than that, maybe. Let us once again put all the cards on the table. These are the questions we're already asking here in Malta. I want Malta to be a hub for AI innovation and new intelligent technologies and their regulation. Are we ready to discuss parameters that give clarity to our goals? That is the discussion that we as government are having, maybe in advance of other governments across the world. That is the discussion we are currently having in Malta, and my message to you all is that we want to hear from you. We want to hear your ideas. We are a fertile land for opportunities and for discussion. This country has solid foundations and is ready to make the conditions right for the next leap in robotics, AI, IoT, to go wherever our imagination can take us. I have only one word of caution. We like to do things the right way, within clear and sensible parameters, not rushing our way through, but doing them at the right pace. Because our philosophy is to be honest brokers where we all know where we stand with each other. Let us think big, and together I think we can do the next leap. Thank you very much and good luck for the conference.